Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to the Sports Affiliation betting collaboration. Let me get on my hat. Gotcha. So you know what's going down. We are representing the Sports Affiliation as always. We do appreciate you joining us today. Gonna be getting some bets in. Evan and I couldn't link up at the right time, so he's gonna get his bets out on Spotify. I'm gonna just put mine out to you right here at the workstation today. As always, make sure you go follow Better Vision. Download the apps for Apple only right now, but you will get all your sports bets located in one spot if you're like me. If you're doing like we advise on this show, having multiple books so you can take advantage of the better option point. Okay. All right. So with that being said, go download it, get your fantasy football as well on all in one app as well. If you're like on my fantasy football league, Yahoo, Sleeper, all of them, you can put it right there on it. All right. So go do that, please. And let's just get right down to it. You know, the show's pretty quick, generally with both of us giving our bets, but with just me giving the bet, we'll take a look at it as well. So let me see if I could just share the screen real quick with you guys, and we'll take a live look in on that. What we're hoping to give away for the subscriptions. You know, it's a actual, like just looking at our bets, and these are the ones we have loaded right here. And let's see, go ahead and put it on there like that for us. And as you can see, those are my bets on the week. Not the best week thus far for me on the betting collaboration here at the Sports Affiliation, but not the worst week. We got this no-run first inning boost. We were able to get 1.25 units return on that one unit bet. And then Quay Walker did the dang deal for us. Probably should have took it live. Didn't get a chance to say that to you guys, though, so we didn't put it on there. Looking at it, though, our Aaron Jones bets didn't hit, so we looked at it. We got right here 4.7 units. I don't know if you can see it right there in the bottom right corner of the screen, but 4.7 units we've spent this week, 3.95 on the return. So as of right now, we're down 0.75 a unit. Could be worse, you know, so if we wouldn't have hit some of those nice ones, we wouldn't have been able to do that. Like I said, Evan will get his going for you. Coming into the week, though, we were 5.1 units on my bets to the green. Like I said, we'll eventually get this all set up. I think Evan came into this week plus 9.1 units total after a killer 9.55 week. So this is what you need to be doing with your bets. You need to be breaking them down. You need to be putting them in order. And you don't need to be lying to yourself. If there's a bet that you've made, you need to be putting it on your chart, okay? Don't expect the bookies to care about how much money they're taking from you. It's on us to make sure we're getting what we want out of it, okay? And going forth, this show will be recorded. We will record it live on Thursday at 10 a.m. And then on Monday, we're probably just going to keep it audio only. We'll keep it where you can get Evan's bets and my bets. We'll put them together, and we'll put the show out hopefully before noon every day on Monday, okay? So a little bit of issues with that today, but let's just go ahead and zoom in, take a look at some of these bets we're going to be offering today. All right, we'll take the zoom in to 200%. That should help us, help you be able to see it on the screen, okay? So we're not worried about what we won and lost. We're just right on to right here what we have, okay? So I've got a few bets today. As you can see, collectively, I have 1.25 units on 4 bets tonight. Nothing too crazy. I've already put myself in a hole. And like I said, we're just trying to get out of it. But we're still way in the green, even if none of these bets hit, okay? So let's just get on to some straight bets. I have the first one right there. I've actually teased this line up. And the reason for that, let me get my stat book ready right here. I had it. Is Kenneth Walker. I think he's amazing. You know, on my Imano top 40, I had him there for a reason in the top 10. I just think he's the real deal Holyfield. I think he's going to be a good running back that we can kind of get a lot of volume out of in a Pete Carroll offense. I know you get past all the dynasty hype. Now we're like, look at Zay Flowers, look at any of these, JSN playing tonight for Seattle, Height for the New York Giants. There's just all this immense hype always on rookies from this large influx of dynasty crowd that influences not only fantasy football, but also the betting community, and it fluffs up their line. The bookies know they can get this. So what they do is they just like, yeah, rookies. The rookies are so great. And they're probably not doing much for your fantasy football team unless you're lucky to have Bijan, who's been mediocre at best. Gibbs, I don't think he hardly played any. So just always – my word of caution is watch the dynasty crowd. They're very self-interested in their own fantasy football leagues, and they will give you advice that's just really not accurate, really not pertinent, and not good for fantasy and betting. Okay. So with that being said, we're taking a look back at my man Walker the third. I've teed up his line. I think it's really good to go. I'm thinking about honestly going ahead and putting another quarter, a half unit on it on another book, just so I can pick up my lines if I can find that alternate line elsewhere. But this is on DraftKings. I moved it up to 75 plus rushing yards, put a quarter unit on it, and it is returning 5.2 or 0.52 units on it. So it's a little over evens. I think it's at plus 110 for him to get that. You got 100. Let me pull that up. That's what I was looking up right now. Looking up my man Walker. I think he had 100 something. I know he had 18 carries off the top of my head, but I don't want to give misleading information on the show. That would not be accurate. Yeah, he had 18 rushing attempts, 97 yards. I'm okay with that right now. His line's at 64.5, so I basically teased it up 10 yards. I think Seattle's got a good chance to kind of get ahead and play with a positive game script late, which that would mean they would be running as opposed to throwing late. And I think that all benefits Kenneth Walker. But yeah, he's had 12 attempts, 17 attempts, 18 attempts, 64 yards, 43 yards, and then the 97 yard. He's had 4 touchdowns on that as well, okay, in the past 2 weeks. I think they're realizing he's the guy. He's the guy their offense needs to go through. I mean, 5'9", 211 pounds, just solid muscle coming at you. So I like that. That's a good quarter unit bet to get our things rolling. All right. Up next, I just think we should highlight the Waller first TD. Notice I didn't put anything on it. I have nothing on that bet whatsoever. And it is at an outstanding, I think, 1,200, 1,300. Once you start getting in the 1,000 range in your bets, it's hard. Okay, you're asking a lot to go right. A tight end to get the first touchdown. That's not always the easiest thing to do, okay? So with that being said, be mindful of it. I put a free bet that I lost and turned around and used it on it. And let's see. That's coming, yeah, plus 1,200, just like I thought. So I had a free $10 bet that turned around is 1.2. But as far as the units go, 2.4 unit gain on that for a $0 bet. That's pretty good. It's going to top us out pretty well. All right. Let's get to some same game parlays. I know you guys love them. I know it's the favorite of everybody. There's usually a boost available on these. Lo and behold, I got a boost on both of these. All right, so let's start with the simple one first. It's over at MGM for me. It was just a simple 2 same game parlay, teased up. And let me fix that right now. I made a comment about it in the Fantasy Football Advice Network, one of our other partners as well. You can find I put all my bets over there as well. I try to keep some bets that I don't get away over here. Go join over there. Download the app. Come join us, talk fantasy football. Tyler's one of the most responsive people you'll find in all of this fantasy football land. I don't know if there's anything that goes on there that he does not answer or comment. Plus, you get the Sports Affiliation guys, JC, me. I think we got Evan, Marcy or Mel, I believe, on a package to be on there as well. So go over there and check the Fantasy Football Advice Network. I get those bets over there. But as I said, this is just a tease parlay. What we have is 10.5 points for the New York Giants. I know they've been sorry. They're awful. They've just been playing about as bad as any team you can think out there. But I think at home, Seattle traveling across the country. Seattle hasn't looked great either. The game they beat, it's kind of, they beat Detroit in overtime. They lost the opening week against the Rams. We went to the overtime with the Colts last week. So there's just something about them that I'm a little worried about, but I think they can finish this game late. And I think the Giants probably have their best 4-quarter game of the season. So I'm just teasing the lineup. They gave me 2 points. I teased it up to 10. I'm not too worried about it. All right. And I teased the line up from, I believe, 47.5. Like I said, not wanting to lie to you. Let me get you the accurate line right now. 46.5 at the moment. So I teased that up 9 points instead of my usual 6. I'm just trying to build this bankroll, guys. All right. Because we hit a goal. We hit one of our goals. I withdrew 20% of my goal to get there. I just withdrew it so I didn't have to worry about losing it all back. All right. Now that 20% is there. Now we just got to get 4 more of those to hit our, our football, our end of season goal, which includes other sports. All right. So we did that. We're trying to build the bankroll back up, half a unit to a unit. You got to love it. Okay. Last same game parlay, then I'm just going to get out of here. You do have to get ready for the DK show. I got a DFS show I'm doing, and then we've got the game show tonight. Don't want to miss out. Greg Kellogg, Ronnie Evans, Jamison Hutchinson. That's 2 winners of the game show. Ronnie's a veteran, no rookies. That's always a fun show for me. We're kind of getting our regulars set in over there, all right? So come join us. That will be 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. We go to 30 minutes before the game, catch a little break, and then JC and I will bring you the watch along party for Monday Night Football first half. All right, make sure you don't miss out. The next same game parlay, and this is our big money one right here. Okay, so let me highlight it a little bit. Move it up there. Once again, half a unit on this, so not much. It is the boost. Same game parlay. Bobby Okikari over 7.5 tackles plus assists. I feel good about it. It will be the jailhouse bet of the night. I just like I said, my narrative is Kenneth Walker is going to run and run and run and run, which means Bobby O should tackle. All right, and then I have New York Giants probably playing with the negative game script towards the end of the game, or just Hodgins had 0 catches last week. I just think he bounces back from that week. I think his line's been deflated a little bit because of that. So I took over 2.5 receptions, and then he also has over 50 yards. I think. Let me fix that. I don't know why that's like that. Get a little bit more. Yeah, 50 plus receiving yards, so you can see it there. So that's a 3-leg same game parlay. Going to be difficult to hit, but man, if we hit it, that's a 6-unit gain. It got booted. So we got some mega hits that can maybe move our lineup. And this is a very logical one for the same game parlay. The other one is completely game script dependent. All right. We just need the spread to be covered, and we need the under to be covered. All right. Those are straight bets combined to a same game. These are prop bets combined to a same game. And all we need is tackles from Bobby O, catches from Hodgins, and get over that teased up line of 50 yards. Okay. I think he's due for a big one. Secondary of Seattle, although it makes several interceptions, also suspect to being burned through some gaps in their zone schemes. So linebackers not the quickest. Great tackling linebackers over there, though. So once again, half a unit to 6.5 units. That is the name of the game. So we have 1.25 units available that we're spending tonight on the bets, and a possibility to return 10.42 units. That's a lot, my friends. If we get to that, that means if we hit all those units, that means on this week alone, we'll be back in the positive to probably take out another 20% of our goal. Okay, so that's my personal betting. Once again, these are the bets we share with y'all. Evan will get his updated. He will have his bets out as far as I know. And this is the end of week 4. So you will see that black line come back across. You calculate how we did. You add it up. We're working towards that goal. Okay, we're working towards that goal. You don't have a betting goal, get one. It's one of the first things we talked about. All right. Once again, thank you for joining. Give a shout out to our sponsors, the Better Vision app. Go download it. Put all your sports books right on one app. Very convenient to look at. All right. Hey, I do appreciate you being here. Make sure you stick around. We do have Deontay Adams, the host of the Big Blue Reign of Fire. He's a big lifetime Giants fan. Big game for the Giants tonight, so you don't want to miss out on that. So make sure you come back, join us for that. We'll get you guys set up. And, like I said, as always, bet smart, be lucky. We're out of here.